Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to Kundalini. We might have a few more people joining live. We'll see. But I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to be back. It's been a couple of weeks since I led class. Let me make sure where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. It's been a couple weeks since I led class, so I'm super excited to be back and at it. I was really excited to be practicing myself. I took a little break from Kundalini, so it's been really nice. I love the visitor, Andrea. Hi, Abby. So today we're going to be doing, I don't know if you can see in the video, but I have some extra mats set up around me. There's a point where we're gonna be rolling around. And so I added some more padding on the ground around me. So I'll give you, if you are in a space where you need more padding on your ground, I'll give you maybe like a minute right now before we begin, just to add, if it's accessible to you, to add maybe a couple more mats or even a few blankets on the ground around you, because that'll kind of help support your body when we go into that posture. I really love the doggy visitors. It's really nice. So I'll give a little bit of background about this Kriya while you get set up. So this is the Ajna Stimulation Kriya. The Ajna is the third eye chakra located right between our eyebrows and our forehead. This is our center of intuition. So the effects of this Kriya are, of course, to enhance your intuition, your inner wisdom, your visionary insight. It helps to reduce stress and anxiety, improving your focus, your clarity, heighten self-awareness, increase creativity, and it helps to facilitate better decision making and a deeper spiritual connection. Our third eye chakra, our third eye center is so powerful, it's so important. And then on the physical side of this Kriya, we're going to be stimulating and balancing the entire glandular system. There is, of course, a focus on the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, but all of our glands are really going to get a nice refresh with this Kriya. It also helps to cleanse the eyes, and there are going to be some short, kind of vigorous postures we're going to be going into. So just know as a reminder that Kundalini is designed to challenge you. It's designed to even trigger you a little bit. And as we have this opportunity in this space to become aware of our triggers, to witness the ego as we're working through whatever's coming up in the postures, the better we get at witnessing the ego and not becoming reactive in the moment in this practice, that translates into our real life experience. So that when we're out in the world and we get triggered by something out in the world, we are able to incorporate that non-reactivity in real time. So use this opportunity. If you feel frustration or discomfort coming up, try to just witness the ego, try to challenge yourself. If at any point you are experiencing true pain, please stop. Please honor your body. If you're in any posture that hurts you or doesn't feel right for the body, then just stop and go into just a mini shavasana until the next posture. And that's perfect. That's more important than anything. And then a couple of little points, some basics for Kundalini. We will be activating our root lock throughout the practice. And the root lock, the Mulabandha, is when you pull up on the pelvic floor. You're engaging the sex organs, the rectum, the navel point, and you're pulling that energy from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. And so we also have the drishti, which is the eye focus. You can use different drishtis throughout the practice, but the one we'll be using the most today, especially because this is the Ajna Stimulation Kriya, will be the third eye drishti. So that's eyes closed and they're rolled in and up to the third eye center. That helps to pull that energy up to the crown of the head. And all breathing for this posture is going to be in and out through the nose. There's no mouth breathing except for some open mouth exhales that I will cue, but the actual postures themselves are all nose breathing. We're going to be doing a little bit of breath of fire. So if you are on your cycle, if you're susceptible to cramps, or if you're in the first trimester of your pregnancy, please skip any diaphragmatic breathing and replace it with nice long inhales and exhales through the nose. My experience with this Kriya, because they only recommend doing this Kriya, like I said, once or twice a week. So I have not been practicing it every day like I usually do in preparation for class, but I have practiced it. And I've actually noticed an increased physical sensation in my third eye center. Just throughout the day, I'll get little pulses or sensation in that area, which is really exciting. That's just kind of how you know your gland is firing, it's working. And something that I think is fun to point out about intuition is that when you have an intuitive nudge or an intuitive pull, you don't always know that it's right, right? Like sometimes you have an intuition where it's like, you know what, I'm not going to go to the store today, and then you find out there was a car accident at the exact moment you would have been at that intersection or whatever, and you're like, you get that confirmation that your intuition was on point. But sometimes you don't get that. Sometimes you just have a gut feeling that you don't want to go to the store, and then you never find out. There's no way of knowing that that was the right choice, but that's where you deepen your trust. That's where you really establish a super strong connection with yourself, knowing that, okay, my intuition told me to make that decision for whatever reason, and I just know deep down inside, I just know and trust that my intuition was guiding me correctly. So that is an intention I invite for you to bring into your life and weave throughout your week after practicing this Kriya today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tune in. We tune in by chanting the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo. We chant it 3 times in a row. It basically it means I call upon the one who brings me from darkness to light. I bow to the divine giver of wisdom and creator of all. So we're vibrating 3 times to represent the past, the present, and the future, and really feel into it. I have to kind of keep it low and slow or smaller than I usually would in person, just for the microphone won't pick up on it if I really belt it out. But I invite you at home to really give it your all, put your heart into it. Our vibration is something that really gets us into a nice trance-like state for these kinds of practices. So if you're comfortable in closing off the eyes, go ahead and do so now, finding a nice comfortable seat, an easy pose, nice long straight spine. And bringing the hands together at heart center, begin to rub the palms together. Press firmly and rub quickly, really creating friction and building heat between the palms, waking up the energy channels in the body. Nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Press harder, rub faster. And then finding stillness in the hands, press the palms together, press the thumbs into the heart center, straight line from elbow to elbow. And we'll take an inhale through the nose all the way to the top. Holding the breath at the top, engage the root log, pulling up on the pelvic floor, rolling the eyes in and up to the third eye center, and open mouth exhale. Keeping the hands where they are. Once again, we'll inhale to the top. Once you're full, engage the pelvic floor, the root log, rolling the eyes in and up. Bring the shoulders away from the ears, pressing the palms. And open mouth exhale. All the way to the bottom. We'll do one more just like that. Inhale to the top. Holding all the way full, sink the volume of the breath to the low belly. Engage the root log, roll the eyes in and up. Press the tongue to the roof of the mouth, pulling the energy up from the earth. And exhale, this time releasing the palms face up in the lap, allowing the breath to find a natural flow. Just relax the body. We actually have to tune in. I forgot. Bring the prayer palms back to the heart center here. We're going to tune in now. We'll take one cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale all the way to the top. Hold the breath. Engage the root lock. Roll the eyes in and up. And now exhale, releasing the palms face up in the lap. I got so caught up in the breath. Taking a moment here to feel the vibration, how activating your voice affected the sensation in the body, the breath. And slowly blinking the eyes open, we're going to start with some warm-ups. So having the hands on the knees, I love beginning with Sufi circles. It's a wonderful way to wake up the entire spine. So with your hands on the knees, we inhale, come forward and over to the left. And then on the exhale, we round back and over to the right. You can make the movement as big or as small as you want, just making sure that the entire spine is moving all the way from the tailbone through the low back, the mid back, the shoulders, the neck, all the way to the top of the head. You're waking up the entire spine. Coordinating breath to movement, inhaling forward, exhaling back. It's early. This is our first movement. Let it feel good. And we switch direction, inhaling forward over to the right, exhaling, rounding back to the left. Tuck the chin when you round back. We're opening up, we're activating. It can be as slow or as fast as you want, just listening to the body's wisdom. So good. Finding center, finding stillness. We inhale all the way to the top, holding at the top. Engage the root lock, really pulling the pelvis floor up, rolling the eyes in and up. And exhale. Turn the palms face up in the lap. Option to bring in Gyan Mudra with the fingertip, the pointer fingertip and the thumb tip coming to touch. Relaxing the entire body. We take a moment of relaxation in between each posture to allow the body to absorb the effects of the movement of the breath. For our next warm up, we'll bring the arms up into cactus arms, 90-degree angles at either side. If comfortable, keeping the eyes closed off, rolled in and up to the third eye center for the duration of the posture. And as we inhale, we rotate the entire torso with the contraction of the arms to the left. And on the exhale, we rotate, keeping the arms up all the way to the right. So inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. I do encourage you to find a little bit of a faster pace here, as this can build some heat. Make sure you're keeping the core really strong, keeping the belly button pulled in towards the spine to support the core as we twist. We'll be here just for 1 minute. So come into the posture, eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center. And we'll begin. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Really powerful breath here. When we twist, we really activate the organs, the whole digestive system. We're detoxing several of the systems in our bodies. And the breath helps to carry that through. It helps to facilitate that movement of energy, the detoxification. Think almost Bastrika style breath. Really good diaphragmatic breathing in and out through the nose. Strong core, we're almost there, last 10 seconds. Inhale, find center, facing forward, hold the breath at the top. Keep the arms where they are, pull the root lock, roll the eyes in and up, really press the fingers together, feeling the energy throughout the whole body. And then as you exhale, release the root lock, release the hands, face up in the lap, release the drishti. If at any point you feel a lot of sensation, you can bring your hands to the ground or onto the feet. For now, just relax the body, relax the breath, feeling the effects. Okay, so we'll begin our Kriya standing. So blinking the eyes open. Make your way into a standing position. Try to make sure you can still see me. So feet will be about shoulder width apart, a nice strong foundation in the lower body. You'll keep the legs engaged, so you're activating the quads, engaging the glutes, and engage the core. You have a really nice strong foundation. Tuck the thumbs so that the thumb tips are touching the pinky mound underneath the pinky finger, and then wrap the fingers around the thumb. So your thumbs are tucked into your fists and they're squeezed tightly down at your sides. Bring the chin up, eyes are open, looking at a spot above you at the ceiling, and we'll begin breath of fire. Forceful diaphragmatic pumping, using the force of the diaphragm to push the breath out through the nose. Mouth is closed the whole time, and the inhale is reflexive. Continue like this. We'll be here for about a minute and a half more. So if you can find a quicker pace, please do so. A quicker breath of fire, please do so. But something that's sustainable, something you can maintain for a little over another minute. Remind the glutes to engage. Remind the fists to squeeze tightly. Remind the kneecaps to lift. Feel the feet pressing into the ground. There's energy, there's heat in the lower body. Last 30 seconds, doing so good. Go through your checklist, reminding the body to re-engage if you've let go anywhere. Inhale, bring the crown of the head back towards the ceiling, the chin's parallel to the ground. Hold the breath at the top. Engage the root block, pull the energy up, roll the eyes to the third eye center, squeeze the fists around the thumbs. Exhale, open mouth. Release the hands. Palms are open, facing forward at the side. Release any engagement in the lower body. Completely relaxing the body in this standing position. Amazing. Okay, from here, don't go into it quite yet. We're going to go down into a down dog posture. It's a little bit different from traditional. You'll have the hands and the feet about 2 feet apart, so it's not going to be as wide as a traditional down dog. And your eyes will be closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center, and just really nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. So you don't have to focus on the breath really, really concentratedly. You can sort of allow for a natural flow of breath as you're really pressing the palms and the feet into the ground and making sure you're focusing on the drish feet. We are going to do a exhale root lock at the end of this posture, which can bring in some interesting sensations. So I just want you to be a little bit mentally prepared for that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and come into the position, into down dog, inverted V shape in the body, shorter stance than usual. Like I said, feet and hands about 2 feet apart. You're tucking the chin, so the gaze is more between the thighs. And eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center. Nice, natural breath here. And just hold this posture. From here, I'm going to cue a couple of really nice deep breaths together. So take a deep exhale through the nose. Inhale all the way full. Exhale all the way out. Again, inhale all the way full. Through the nose all the way out. Last one, all the way full. Now all the way out. Hold when you get empty. All the way empty, push all the air out. From here, engage your root log, pulling up on the pelvis floor. You might feel that sensation in the navel point. If you can stick with it, hold with it. If not, you can release. And now take an inhale, invite the breath in. And as you exhale, come down to the knees. We'll relax in child's pose, sinking the hips back, allowing the arms to reach out long in front. Forehead comes to the ground, relaxing the breath, relax the body. Our next posture, we are going to be flat on the stomach. So go ahead and slide your legs out long. If it's accessible and the body will be coming up into bow pose where you grip the ankles or the tops of the feet and use the legs to kick and lift the chest. Otherwise, a variation of this could even be baby cobra, where you're hovering the hands, lifting the spine. You could do locust by reaching the hands back. You can interlace the hands to lift the chest up. You can even zip the legs and hover the legs. So there's a lot of different variations for whatever's accessible in the body. The full posture is full bow pose. We're only going to be here for a minute. So really find something that will help you find your edge. We're going to be in bow pose with really nice inhales and exhales. You don't have to go into it quite yet, but we're going to be doing really nice inhales and exhales through the nose, really emphasizing lifting of the chest. So you want to kind of bring your chin up. We're opening the central energy channel of the spine. We're really opening the energy from tailbone to crown of the head. So go ahead and come into whichever variation works best for the body. And bring the gaze up, eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center, and begin really nice long breaths in and out through the nose. Whichever posture you're in, whichever variation you're in, squeeze the glutes, activate the core, pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Using the legs, if you are in full bow, using the kick of the legs to pull the chest, to lift the breath, lift the chest, inviting in the breath. Feeling that opening in the spine. This also aids in digestion. So good for the body, so good for many of our inner systems. Last 10 seconds, you're doing so good. If there's anything else that can be engaged here, really give it your all. Now take a nice big inhale through the nose, holding at the top. Squeeze your bow pose, your posture as best you can. Pull the root lock. And exhale, release, turning one cheek down onto the ground. Hands come down beside you. Just relax the body for a couple of seconds here. Relax the breath. If you need any release in the low back, you can press your pelvis into the ground. Otherwise, just relaxing. Option to turn your head so you're resting on the other cheek for a couple of seconds here, balancing out both sides. Okay, we're staying on the ground for the next posture, but we'll be rolling over onto the back. And we're basically in baby boat with the shoulder blades hovering, the feet are hovering, palms are facing the sides of the body. Fingers are pressed tightly together and pointing towards the toes. We're looking down, eyes are open, gazing at the big toes, and breath of fire. So we're just here for 1 minute. So if you can be in the full posture, please do so, but otherwise you can bend the knees and have the shoulder blades lifted, looking between the thighs, and do breath of fire from here. So go ahead and come into the position. Heels are hovering, shoulder blades are hovering, palms facing the thighs, fingertips pressed, pointing towards the toes, and begin breath of fire. 1 minute. So good. There's many little engagements you can do here to help. You can squeeze the glutes, really squeeze the legs together, the inner thighs. Core is engaged, breath is active, chin is slightly tucked, supporting the neck. We're activating, balancing the third eye chakra, setting the navel point. Last 10 seconds. So good. You can do it. Release the body down. Take a full inhale all the way to the top. Hold the breath. Engage the root lock. Roll the eyes in and up. And exhale. Relaxing the body. Do a little body scan here from tip of the toes all the way up to the crown of the head, releasing any areas of tension, the pelvis, the jaw, the neck, the arms, the hands, fully relaxing, fully letting go, just for a few moments here. Pull the knees into the chest. And take a few moments here to roll out the low back, rocking from side to side, maybe moving the knees in circles, finding a little release. And when you're ready, hands come to the back of the thighs and we'll rock and roll on the spine at least 3 times, gaining momentum to come up into a seat. We'll be moving into rock pose where we're seated on the shins. If you'd like to bring a prop under you beneath the ankles, you are welcome to bring a little bit of release of flexion on the joints there. We're just simply doing spinal flexes here. So palms are face down on the thighs. Your chin stays parallel to the ground. So like earlier in our posture, we were moving the head with our flexion. Now we are not moving the head. There will be a little bit of movement just as a byproduct of the spine moving, but our focus is on the spine moving. So when you inhale, you pull the chest forward, really arching the spine. And when you exhale, you're keeping the hands pressed down and you're rounding through the back. So you really want to move the spine all the way from the tailbone up to the shoulders, but keeping the head and neck level. So it'll look like this. We'll be here for 2 minutes. I invite you to find a faster pace with really powerful breath. All the breath is in and out through the nose. This this particular posture is super simple, but it brings so much energy moving with it. You can get a lot of sensation in this posture if you're breathing powerfully enough and if you're moving in coordination with the breath and you find a rhythm for yourself, you will feel a lot of sensation, especially at the end when we do the breath hold. Eyes are closed off and rolled in and up to the third eye center. So go ahead and come into the posture, hands face down on the thighs. Remember, the chin stays level. And we'll go ahead and begin. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Keeping the chin level with the ground, isolating the movement in the torso from the tailbone to the shoulders. Last 10 seconds here. If you want to pick up your pace, now's the time to do so. Find center, find stillness. Inhale all the way to the top and hold. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up. If you're feeling too much sensation, you can release at any point, bringing your hands to the ground, but otherwise hold. Pull, engage. And open mouth, exhale. Palms face up on the lap. Relaxing everything, relaxing the flow of breath, relax the jaw. Feel the effects. Just feel into the body, feel into the present moment. From here, we're going to stay on the shins and we're going to be coming forward almost like a child's pose with our forehead all the way to the ground. And then your hands, if accessible, the hands will reach back to touch the feet. So the palms of the hands are touching the soles of the feet. You can keep the prop under you if you'd like, it's totally up to you. And from there, if it's not accessible to touch the feet, just have the hands on the legs. Anywhere on the legs is fine as long as there's contact with the body. If you can, bring palms to the soles of the feet, that's perfect. Eyes will be closed and rolled in and up to the third eye center, and just really nice, long, deep breaths in and out through the nose. We're going to be here for a little bit of an extended amount of time. So this might be a posture where you feel some stuff coming up. You might feel some kind of trigger, you could feel some kind of emotion, whatever is there, just be with it. If you need to come out of the posture due to any pain or discomfort, please do so. But otherwise, dive in. We're in it together. So come into the position, forehead down onto the ground. Eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center. Palms are on the feet or the legs. And begin your breath. Doing so good. Diving in. This posture helps to bring the energy from the lower chakras and bring it all the way up to the third eye chakra. It's a transfer of energy from the root and the sacral chakras directly to the third eye. It also helps to cleanse the eyes, balance your systems. Keep going, keep breathing. Take a complete exhale through the nose all the way out. Inhale to the top. Exhale. Bringing the hands below the shoulders, and on your next inhale, slowly start to come out of the position. Bringing yourself upright, shifting over onto the hips, extending the legs out in front of you. You can find a little bit of movement here. Just bring some circulation back to the knees, maybe flexing the knees, wiggling the legs, the hips. And we're moving into our final active posture of the Kriya before we go into our chanting. So this one, I told you we were going to be rolling around, so this is it. It's very unique. I don't know if when you were kids, I used to do this with my mom. We called it steamroller, where we would just roll our entire body over each other. And that's exactly what we're doing. So you're going to be coming down onto the back. You'll keep the arms really pressed closely to your sides, and you'll keep the legs zipped up and pressed really close together. The Kriya says that if you can roll all the way across the room and back, then do so. I don't really have that availability. I have a hardwood floor. It's really painful. So I put two mats side by side so I can at least get a full roll of front and back of my body. If you can roll all the way over, you're massaging the body, you're massaging the glandular system. So if you don't have the space to be able to completely do a full rotation, then just rock from side to side. You really want to massage the body. You want to get the full effects of the Kriya. So for me, this is what it's going to look like. I like to keep a slight bend in the knees just to make sure like it helps support my core in this movement. It's pretty hard. It's harder than you might think. So the hands are pressed against the sides, the legs are zipped up, and you literally just use the force of the core, the momentum to roll and then roll back. And we're doing this for a couple of minutes. If you don't have the space, you can rock from side to side. And then maybe roll onto the front for a couple of minutes and rock from side to side. Do your best. That's what matters the most. You don't need to be focusing too much on the breath here. Just allow the natural flow of breath to be what it is. This posture stimulates your entire body. It balances your magnetic field. It's super important to do this posture right after the one that we just did. They always go hand in hand together. So really give it your all. If you need to slow down at any point, take a break at any point, go ahead and do so. But we will go ahead, getting into the posture, engaging the legs, the arms, and we will begin. Rolling as best as you can. Finding whatever little variations help you. Like I said, I like to have a slight bend in the knees. Just giving it your all, doing your best. Find your way onto the back. Take a deep breath, a deep inhale when you get there, holding the breath at the top. Engage the root lock, roll the eyes in and up, squeeze the body. Exhale, relaxing the body, relaxing the breath, relaxing the drishti. Feel the effects. Good work. From here, we'll make our way up into a seat for our meditation. You are welcome to bring the knees into the chest, gripping the backs of the thighs and rock and rolling. If you prefer to roll onto your side and press up into a seat, listen to the body. I will be coming up onto a prop and easy pose. Today, the meditation we're doing is the 7-wave meditation. It balances your energy. It leads your consciousness directly back to its primal source. So it's traditional mudra, just Gyan mudra, pointer finger and thumb tips come to touch, palms face up on the lap, nice long spine. Eyes are closed and rolled in and up to the third eye center. And we'll be chanting Sat Nam, which translates into truth is my name. But we're going to be undulating Sat. We're going to do 6 undulations of Sat with a soft, short Nam. You really want to make sure that this comes from the heart. This mantra opens the heart. So when you're chanting, really allow yourself to feel it, really allow yourself to get into it. And imagine as you're chanting, imagine that energy spiraling up from the base of the spine and out through the crown of the head. So I will be chanting. Once you get the hang of it, please chant along with me just so you can hear it. Hopefully, I hope my microphone will pick it up. It might, I don't know if it's going to be a little too sing-songy, but I hope you can hear it. So it's 6 undulations of sat and 1 short nam. It'll sound like this. Sa nam. Can I have a thumbs up if you guys are able to hear that? Cool. Okay. Thank you. You gals, I should say. So, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and do that for a couple of minutes. So come into the posture. Shoulders are nice, stacked above the hips. Chin is parallel to the ground. We even invite in a slight tuck of the chin, bringing the spine into its nice straight elongation. Eyes are closed, rolled in and up to the third eye center. Hands are in Gyan Mudra. Let's take a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And we'll inhale to begin. Sa nam. 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 Sa Sa nam sa nam sa nam sa nam. Inhale the breath all the way to the top and hold. Engage the root block. Roll the eyes in and up. Sink the volume of the breath down to the low belly. You can hold for as long as you'd like, exhaling only when you're ready. And once you're there, making your way down onto your back for Shavasana. Deeply relaxing the body as best as you can. And I will wake you when it's time. Begin to bring your awareness back to the breath, noticing how it feels in your nostrils, how it feels entering your lungs, nourishing your body, how it feels exiting the lungs, bringing relief and release. Slowly and gently bring yourself back to the present moment, inviting in some small movements. However you like to wake up. Finding what feels good, what the body's calling for. And when you're ready, bringing yourself up into a seat, however you want to get here. Meeting us in easy pose with the prayer palms at heart center. We'll rub the palms together once again, just like when we started. Inviting that energy back for our day, for our week. Building heat, building friction between the hands. And then finding stillness in the hands. Press the thumbs into the heart center. Straight line from elbow to elbow. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. From here, we close class with the prayer, the long time sun, followed by a closing vibration of Sat Nam. Just once, one long Nam, followed by a soft, short Nam. We'll inhale to close. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Sun. Nam. Thank you all so much for coming and joining this morning, for partaking in this amazing, magical practice. I can't wait for you to feel the effects of the Ajna Stimulation Kriya. If anything comes up, please feel free to reach out and let me know. I love it. I hope you have a great day and a great week. Sat Nam.